picture comes across cool.
Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. It tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it. Well, if that don't pique my interest, please, go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79? This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me? Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6. Ooh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. You want something? You take it. It's the only way to live. All right. Seems pretty legit. You lost? I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig? Peachy. So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, then do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig? At least when it comes to dying. Lou's got a knack for cheating death. He was up in Pittsburgh, 70 years old when shit went down. They say a real honest-to-goodness A-bomb fell straight in his living room. Thing didn't go off. A dud. When the radiation came flowing down the rivers into the city, most died or went feral. But Lou, he survived. Changed, but with his mind intact. You get the picture. Aside from the fact Lou ain't exactly what I call a people person, he looks like one of them ghouls you see shambling around out there. Only he still maintains all the other stuff that makes us human. Don't worry, he ain't gonna bite. But some of the others don't much appreciate his appearance, so he keeps to himself. Works out, because he's a bit of a hermit anyway.
Not sure what Axel sees in Barb. Probably just an emergency escape.
Right on, 7-6. Do your thing. Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? I don't want the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig?
Is it daytime out there? You can lose track of time.
I don't take kindly to trespassers. You better show yourself the door.
Nice to have a conversation with one of you 76ers. A lot of your people would like nothing better than to wipe us out, or at least try to. But that would be tough. Just ask Foundation. You like? Finding a tuxedo isn't all that hard these days. A million empty stores around. But keeping it freshly laundered. Now that's my trade secret. Maybe a touch of envy. Sounds like you had some sweet digs, while the rest of us, not so much. The other thing is impressed. Considering how different you all are, it's a wonder the Overseer kept you all alive. Where's the percentage in it? Say we attack, guns blazing. Best case is we win. And after that, what then? Who do we shake down for caps and food? And I, for one, am not cut out to be a farmer. I think they're fighting against a basic truth. The world's ended. Civilization, laws, and all that government propaganda is more dead now than it was before the war. Now, the sooner they learn that, the better. Anytime, 76.
Nice tin suit. It'd be a shame if someone swiped it.
Stomach's feeling pretty bad from that drink. Wonder if... Oh, nah. I ain't even gonna think about it.
You gotta make more noise when you walk, friend.
It'll be a while before I get that image out of my head.
So much work to do. And do I get any thanks? Well, I do. I could use more. You're the new guy, aren't you? I seen you talking with Meg and poking around. What brings you to me? Lou, huh? I didn't know he was gone. Maybe he was just tired of being cooped up in that hole of his and went for some fresh air? Well, yes, I do. There's a lookout camp over yonder, on the other side of the valley, where he likes to go and, clear his head. You'll likely find him there. Just the location. I'll mark it on your map. Godspeed, sir. Nice to meet you and all that. See? Some of us have manners. Meg's old diehard, though. Don't expect any peace and cures from them. But it takes all sorts. Just some old gang around these parts. I hear they were lost to the scorched plague. Only the fans who followed Meg made it out alive. She had the sense to leave before the worst of it. So she gets a lot of respect from her people. It's a tough world out there, and you need someone tough to see you through it. Meg's alright, I guess. I was with Lev's crew before we joined her. Meg gets all the credit, but the whole place would fall apart if not for Lev, Lou, and certain others. What don't I do? As all the layabouts and campfiends do their thing, seems like it's up to me to fix everything.
You wanna survive?
Not that I'm complaining, but it gets old sometimes, you know? Sure, whatever you say.
What? There's gotta be some better loot around here. I'm tired of this same old shit. Huh? You seen those Mothman cultists yet? Straight out of the fucking loony bin, I tell you. Hey, no sudden movements. I'm watching you.
Gotta love getting stuff for free. Good thing those settlers haven't learned that yet. I think it's time to pay those settlers a visit. Can't let them miss me too much.
Well, look at Mr. Fancy Pants here. Strolling up all confident like to a bunch of raiders. You stupid? Or you just got a death wish? I thought there was something familiar about you. You're the one who did the, vaccine thing, right? You must have impressed her. 'Cause she don't let just any wastelander work jobs for her. Especially not no vault person like you. What's your deal? Well, that's odd, ain't it? Lou never comes out this way. If he ain't on a job, he's huddled away in his little mole hole back at the base. Who told you he'd be out here at the lookout camp? Fresh air. This close to the Toxic Valley? Think about that for a second and realize how stupid that sounds. You're being played like a chump. Sorry, but Lou just ain't here. I suggest you take this up with whoever told you to come out here. I'm looking forward to seeing whose head winds up on a pole. You or the other guy? Be seeing you, chump. One way or another. Can't wait to hear about what happens with you. Only wish I wasn't stuck out here, so I could see it.
I told those scavengers to hand it over. Not my fault they didn't want to listen.
I hate it when things get messy. It's gonna be a while before I get that image out of my head.
There's gotta be some better loot around here. I'm tired of the same old shit.
Someone gets a bigger cut than you. Something's up. So watch your back.
Hey, it's you! Wow! Is it true you fight death claws? By yourself? That's bullshit, right? Back again? Still, haven't seen Lou, if that's what you're here for. Well, here's the thing about that. I haven't been completely honest with you. But it's not what you think. I had to do it. I promised Lou I would try to throw people off his trail if they came looking for him. I was hoping he'd come to his senses, return by now, and this wouldn't be necessary. Truth is, I'm worried. When he left, he was more glum than usual, like something was weighing heavy on his mind. Nothing I'm aware of. Nothing truly bad ever seems to happen to him. In fact, if I was still a religious man, I would say God watches over him and has special plans for Lou here on this earth. Lou's one of the luckiest men alive. He's over 95 years old and still fit as a fiddle, sharp as a tack. I've witnessed over 1,000 times where something should have rightly killed any normal man. But not Lou. Indeed, no lies. Just last month, a death claw set upon his raiding party. This thing rips through every one of them. But when it gets to Lou, it takes a sniff at him and goes on its merry way. Maybe it didn't like the smell of ghoul. Or maybe it's something else. Whatever the case, the man's lucky to be alive. Not exactly. But I did send out a friend of mine to go find him, just before you showed up. She's a tracker. Best I've ever known. Unfortunately, she hasn't come back yet. Might be she's having trouble getting Lou to see eye to eye. My friend's not the best conversationalist, and Lou's stubborn. Maybe you can go and mediate. Talk some sense into old Lou. Oh, right. Pardon me. Since my tracker buddy went off alone, I rigged up a tracking beacon I could use to find her, just in case she ran into trouble and, wasn't able to make it back. I don't think that's the case here, but fair warning, this might lead you to a dead end. In this case, I'm sorry. You can use your Pip-Boy to track the beacon's radio signal. The closer you are, the more it will ping. It should get you to where you need to be. Good luck. And, I hope Lou's okay when you find him.
Hey, no sudden movements. Watch.